The Oculus Quest 2 has made a name for itself and is the greatest standalone VR headset you can go for. With its trendy but comfy design, clever controllers, visually amazing specifications, and vast library, it has ushered in a breakthrough in interactive entertainment. Innovative users who have managed to obtain one may be stunned by the massive amount of games available on the platform, which ranges from rigorous fitness titles to new spins on vintage games. To make things a little simpler, we've compiled a list of top 12 Oculus Quest 2 VR games that you can't stop playing. 1. Beat Saber. This is the finest VR rhythm gameplay experience, and it's simple to see why Meta purchased the Czech company. Players wield their luminous sabers to the beat of a diverse collection of licensed music across several difficulties. There's also a 360 setting to face rhythms all around the player for added challenge. Top charting musicians such as Billie Eilish, Timbaland, and Lady Gaga are among the music available, with new free and premium music getting introduced on a regular basis. 2. Pistol Whip. Pistol Whip is a one-of-a-kind on-rails shooter inspired by gun-heavy action flicks like The Matrix and Equilibrium. The game employs a stylized polygonal style that must be seen to be believed. As they avoid gunshots, players fire through 28 different scenarios to the beat of its high-energy music. Aside from being an extremely insane experience, there's also a good exercise to be obtained here. There's also some reasonable replay value because of the numerous gameplay tweaks and weapon types that can be acquired during gaming. If you're feeling bored and want to try something fun and entertaining at the same time, Pistol Whip is your best shot. 3. Arizona Sunshine. Arizona Sunshine is a simple yet action-packed survival horror shooter with a strange sense of humor. The game's more than 25 weapons feel amazing, and the interaction is excellent. Most significantly, the multiplayer options are quite appealing. Not only can you play the whole narrative in cooperative mode with buddies, but there's also a swarm mode involving up to 4 players. Despite the fact that it was launched in 2016, the game's vivid visual style remains appealing, having some vintage visual display. On number 4, we have Resident Evil 4. When it was first published in 2005, Resident Evil 4 established a benchmark for video games that was practically impossible to surpass. This was more so than any other edition in the Resident Evil franchise. The tale of the protagonist, Leon Kennedy, and his struggle to save the daughter of the United States president from the hands of a sinister organization is still a magnificent experience. The Oculus Quest 2 version of Capcom's Resident Evil implementation title feels more accurate than ever, thanks to its first-person perspective and gameplay refinements, such as the potential to eventually move while firing bullets. Despite the fact that the game has been ported on many platforms, ranging from the HD generation consoles to Nintendo Wii, this edition of the game feels livelier than ever. Now, if you want to see what real excitement in VR actually feels like, why don't you click the I button and take a look at Resident Evil Village VR game video. 5. 11 Table Tennis. 11 Table Tennis is straightforward in terms of both its gameplay and its aesthetic, and the game's publisher, For Fun Labs, claims it to be the most accurate simulation of table tennis ever created. There are 3 different environments for players to pick from, including a player's apartment, a ski resort, or an arena where they may set up matches for either single-player or online multiplayer play. Players can choose between these 3 different environments and play to their heart's content. Minigames, such as wall play, are included in 11 Table Tennis VR, and the game also features a mode called Beer Pong. The act of playing beer pong with pals located in different parts of the world feels quite cutting-edge and futuristic. Number 6. Superhot VR. When it was initially published in 2016, the first-person shooter Superhot was widely regarded as one of the most creative titles in the genre. Since then, it has been made available on a variety of consoles as well as VR devices. Because it is untethered and does not restrict the user's mobility in any way, playing it with an Oculus Quest is one of the most enjoyable ways to experience the game. Players eliminate targets in an environment that is styled to seem like polygons until the timer runs out. The catch is that when players are standing still, time passes more slowly, and it is possible to die from a single blow. This adds a puzzle-like aspect that has some physical and some mental components to it. If you are enjoying it this far, please hit that subscribe button and press the bell icon to get notified every time we upload a new video. Moving on to number 7. The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners. The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners is a world-class single-player game that can be had on the Oculus Quest 2. This game is one of the greatest Walking Dead titles currently available. Players take on the role of the tourist, a character that can be either male or female, and find themselves in the thick of a zombie epidemic in New Orleans. Together with other survivors, they must battle their way out of the city. In addition to providing an engrossing narrative, the game features a fantastic first-person shooter experience as well as an ingenious crafting system. 8. Vader Immortal, a Star Wars VR series. There have been various different virtual reality adaptations of Star Wars, ranging from Star Wars Pinball to Star Wars Tales from the Galaxy's Edge. Star Wars has long felt like it would be a good fit for virtual reality. Nevertheless, the Vader Immortal, a Star Wars VR series, is one of the more impressive ones to see in its whole. In this video game, which was created by the well-known screenwriter David Goyer, players take on the role of a Force-sensitive smuggler in a plot that takes place between the events of Revenge of the Sith and Rogue One, on their journey to collect an ancient item for Darth Vader. Players have the opportunity in each of the 3 episodes that may be purchased separately to make use of the Force's powers, fire blasters, and wield lightsabers. If you're gearing up for some crazy adventures, this game has it all. Like literally everything. 9. Five Nights at Freddy's VR. Help Wanted. It is reasonable to assume that Five Nights at Freddy's is one of the independent games that has had the most success in this generation of gaming. This survival horror game follows the story of an employee who works the night shift at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, and it has spawned multiple games, novelizations, and even the possibility of a film adaptation. All of these things are in addition to the fact that the game itself spans multiple platforms. Through a variety of different minigames, players struggle to live through a night filled with murderous animatronic robots, while reliving scenes from many games within the series. It's one thing to be responsible for monitoring security cameras and keeping an eye out for doors on the player's side, but having to physically do these tasks correctly adds to the suspense of the situation. 10. Tetris Effect Connected. The Tetris series has been developing into the best tile-matching puzzle game for 3 decades now, making it the undisputed industry standard. This game was designed by the same team that was responsible for audiovisual masterpieces such as Res Infinite and Lumines. It brings a similarly immersive style to the classic puzzle game Tetris and adds some new features, such as a zone mechanic which lets users freeze time in order to release lines more easily. Since its initial release, Tetris Effect Connected, an improved version of the game, has been made available as a free upgrade. This new version includes both cooperative and competitive online multiplayer gameplay. 11. Supernatural Fitness. Looking to get some workout while playing? Well, I got you. On the Oculus Quest 2, one of the most well-liked fitness-oriented virtual reality games is the Supernatural Fitness. In addition to providing workouts that are analogous to those found on Beat Saber and Fit XR, there is also a strong emphasis placed on the need of maintaining a healthy mind through the use of meditation workouts. It is also helpful when famous people, such as the comedian Tiffany Haddish, complimented the app throughout social media and then wind up participating in the competition as a guest coach. For a membership subscription that starts at $19 per month, users get access to more than 500 different workouts, with new ones being introduced on a daily basis. Additionally, in-app fitness tracking is available. 12. Robo Recall Unplugged. Sometimes, trying a whole new way of shooting experience is also required, and that's where Robo Recall Unplugged comes in. Robo Recall was launched for the first Oculus Rift in 2017. However, because of the limited customer base, few people were able to appreciate Epic's simply wonderful first-person robot shooter. Fortunately, the unplugged version of Quest 2 allows everyone to enjoy the delights and comedy of resurrecting the wicked creations of the Robo Corporation. The goal of Robo Recall is to make you feel as lethal and ridiculously strong as imaginable. with guns slung on over your shoulders for faster accessibility. While shooting out with your shotgun is a pleasurable experience, enemy machinery may also be seized and physically pulled apart if you're close enough. It seems like Robo Corporation doesn't care what shape the androids return in. With the ability to collect bullets and other projectiles in mid-air, this seems more like an action god simulator than a first-person shooter. With all that amazing games up your pile, which one of these piqued your interest the most? Let me know down in the comments section below. I am excited to know what you got from me about this one. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that subscribe button and like this video so that it encourages us to bring more amazing and interesting videos to you. That said, thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.